The
All right. Whew. Thing is like
it worked.
real gunked up with paint. Ew. Never clean this thing. What the hell?
You can
just so everyone knows what the hell I'm doing. I got an airbrush today, like a secondhand, hand-me-down, free airbrush. And I'm taking it apart and cleaning it. Oh, well, that's not good. This works differently than mine. I don't think it's the same size needle either. Huh. It's got a completely different like tip than mine. Like completely different. Must be like an older style. It's got like a little brass cone thing that sticks in there.
Oh, 1 second. I am busy posting things. Let me get back over to so I can see what you are talking about.
Here, I'm going to switch my camera so people can see what I'm talking about.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, it's got this little brass doohickey. It's all dirty.
Yeah, that's the cone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both of mine have that.
Really?
I have a couple different kinds.
My CS doesn't have this.
Really?
It's like different. Like this, it's not this long. Like, look how far this one sticks out.
That's cool. Yeah, this is the one that came in my my CS. Let's see if I can get that to. That doesn't want to focus that way. How about over here?
Let me see if I can. Yeah, that looks like the same thing.
Yeah, right. Basically the same thing. What happens, I realize, is there are different cones for different needles. So I bought the 050 needle.
Oh, you know what? I think
this cone.
one. Yes, I think this one is an 050. It's the needle feels much thicker than my 3.5, and that I think the other one, the one I have in the 3.5 is. I don't think I can have a cone actually.
I bet for blowing makeup that makes sense, especially if she's doing like foundation and like fading stuff, like cheekbones and whatnot. That makes perfect sense.
Maybe.
Not that I've done that, but my wife does. She likes makeup. And there you go.
Get some Q-tips out and see what I can clean here. Oh yeah, you got black. Here we.
That's good. Close. Taking me back to chat. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, let me. Sorry. I don't know if you guys heard that.
I shared on GBA and on the Doof Discord.
The Doof. Yeah, I'm on there. I just muted it now.
Oh, right. Yeah, I did hear a couple of like, oops, this is probably me.
No, I was watching, started watching this guy like wrecked cars and rebuilds them.
Oh, okay.
So he buys like not like Toyota Camrys, but like supercars, like an Audi R8. It's all crashed, and he gets it for $10,000 or something.
Oh, have I seen that guy before?
His name is B is for build, but just like I mean, I guess everyone's done it. Like no matter what it is, you find some YouTube channel and you just get sucked in.
Sure.
For some ridiculous amount of hours.
Now, I'm a big fan of restoration and like preservation as well, so that always trips my trigger.
I love that guy. He's in Vegas. He does like the old Coke machines and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Rick Dale or something like that.
Yeah, he started out with Pawn Stars, like
Pawn Stars with the other Rick.
But I thought that was very cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what these parts are.
Let's see. Yeah, so after I got done messing around with trying to figure out what happened in the stream last night, I snapped the backpack and then today on lunch. I did the arms and the head. And I guess the boosters on the back. I didn't do those, but blah, blah, blah. This thing's going together pretty quick. It's an HG. Who'da thunk it?
Who'da thunk?
But it's nice.
I might have to let these things sit for a little while. Or I might have to go to something stronger. This.
Oh, yeah. It's probably going to take a minute to get, especially if it's been on for a while.
Yeah, I'm just used to playing with lacquer thinner. That shit's just like, you know, everything's gone.
Oh, right. Yeah, that'll do it.
Let's see what other kind of chemicals I got in here. What is this? Screen cleaner. That's not going to do anything. Acrylic thinner. Okay. She got paint all over this thing.
Is it paint or is it makeup?
It's paint. It's like store, like hobby, not like our type of hobby store, like craft store acrylic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it doesn't look like it was thinned.
Yikes.
Like super duper thick.
Just trying her damnedest to blow it through the brush.
Yeah, fucking pressure was probably like 80.
Yikes. Jesus. Got blow up in your hand? Oh my gosh, were you in the war? No, an airbrush accident.
Yeah. Always thin your acrylics, kids.
Always thin. Always thin.
I want to get one of those ultrasonic cleaners.
Like the boys in the Discord have?
Yeah. What the cool kids have.
Toy envy. I'm cool without the ultrasonic cleaner, but I like my tools. I like to noodle and to pick at something. Make sure I get it nice and clean. Dude, I did something to my thumb. I don't know what, but it is not happy. Like this one I can like close all the way like this. This one I can only get like to here. And it feels weird. Like
tendonitis going on there?
No, I don't think so. But yeah, I did something to it somehow. It kind of feels like I dislocated it. I was trying to pop it earlier today because it just feels like it's full of pressure, but I couldn't get it to do anything, and I don't really want to I could break it by accident just because I'm used to using my hands to work on stuff, and I don't want to, you know? So just trying to force it to feel better. You can't do that.
Nope. All right. I'm tired of waiting for cheapo airbrush cleaner. What do I got here? What is this? That's rubbing alcohol. That's not going to do anything.
Get out the juice.
Thinner in here. I'm for the good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, let's build hands first. Second.
I hate this, that Medea. Is that what it is? Medea?
Mm-hmm.
Airbrush cleaner, just the way it feels in your hands. It's like soapy.
Oh, super. Yeah, definitely coats. I think it's media.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, I know that stuff. I had a jar of that, and then I switched up to what Createx makes.
That's more of a thinner, right?
It's an airbrush cleaner. It's just a water-based airbrush cleaner, and then I also have their high-performance reducer, which is a high-performance. What is this? 2-butoxyethanol. So that's a kick-ass alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that media, whatever it is, that stuff, ugh, I don't like it.
I think it came with something I bought.
Yeah, it came with my original airbrush setup. I got the Iwata and little air compressor and paints and blah blah blah. I still have some of the paints. These Calm Art. They're actually not that bad for being an airbrush color. They're just really meh.
Mm-hmm. I think I might have got when I bought my booth.
Like a bundle kind of thing.
Yeah, I got because I also got. Oh no! I remember what it is. When I got my compressor.
There you go.
Because the compressor was $100, and then for $110 you got the compressor a Master G22 airbrush and cleaner. And I was like,
cool.
and some hose. I was like, well, how the hell do you not spend an extra $10 for that? You know?
Like, yeah, duh.
Like, whatever. And I was using it, but I went to go take the cone off of the airbrush, and it just sheared right off.
Oh, no.
Luckily, like if I wanted to ever, they sell a replacement, something like $5 for the replacement parts to fix it. But
oh yeah. I have like a bunch of replacement parts because I'm kind of ham-fisted a little bit.
Jorming is asking about do you feel it in the knuckle, or does your forearm feel tight as well?
Oh yeah, Rusty, I got it up here in the top of my arm. I've been doing a bunch of machining at the shop, like running a mill and like tightening vices and doing all this shit. So I probably am just like fatigue. But yeah, I feel it up into like right up in here, and then it's like on the knuckle, and then like in the top of my wrist almost. It almost kind of feels like what I imagine neuropathy would feel like, but I haven't actually had any of that, so thankfully. Thanks for pointing that out, Paul. I gotta watch the chat now.
Mm-hmm. This is working a little better. This stuff is caked though.
Yeah, dude. How long has it been on there though? You know?
Oh, dude, probably like literally years. My sister has been in New York for at least 2 years, I'd say.
And she just got married last year, right?
No, that was my cousin.
Oh, your cousin. My bad.
And 4 years of college, so she didn't have it there either.
Oof.
So probably like 6 years of caked on paint.
Time. Not on your side. Let's see. I'm missing a polycat.
It's coming from here. Like I said, I get a new cup for it, and I think it's a 0.5 needle, so it might be a good like or a top coat brush.
Yeah, primer and top coat.
Or if I was laying like a big base coat, like like
if you're blowing a lot of paint, trying to cover a lot of area, right on.
Yeah, or like if I ever get around to that Thunderbolt kit, and I'm got to do those fuel tanks.
Oh, you have which one do you have?
I have the Psycho and the GM and the Gundam.
Oh, hell. Yeah, I only have the Psycho. But I've been thinking about it as I'm building another Zaku.
That was one of those early purchases. That was early on.
Oh, for you? Right on. That was one of my... Oh, geez. It was one of my more recent purchases, the Psycho Zaku.
That was like when I was buying everything.
Yeah, it was like right when I stopped like hanging out all the time down in like Sunset Park.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Whew. I need to go down there. Kevin's got the best supply of paint. He's got all the MIG paint you want, everything, the chipping, the scratching, all the misters, the whole huge Tamiya selection, rattle can and jars. He just got it all. But like I don't think anybody really knows. I mean, there's a whole crew in the New York area that knows about it, but
the world.
Yeah, they have a website and they ship like I don't think it's super expensive. But yeah, it's like just another hobby shop. If you're into those, if you want to try ammo paints, that's why I have so many, all those yellow caps and all that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ammo's good stuff. I have some of their like not paint, but I do have some paint from them too. But it's more for like effects. You know what I mean, like chipping.
Mm-hmm.
Like not so much for like a base cover or anything.
Oh yeah, it has. They have so much. I grabbed a catalog, like in one from 2017 or something. Oh gosh, well back in 2017, and it has a lot of cool stuff in it. They have so many different things, and they just keep adding to their like all the mud and streaking, and they have the oil brushers. Those are really great.
I have some of those. I do.
Which oil brushers do you have? I
have 2 different sets. I have one. Give me a sec. I'll grab them.
Cool.
Let me just put this little get back on here, and then I'm gonna put this guy in my regular Iwata's box because I keep my airbrush out.
You got to get one of those airbrush trees. to stick all your brushes on.
I do have a couple now, man. I also have the Badger. I have the Master still.
Yeah, I just have the 2, but my compressor has holders for 2.
The Badger was just kind of like an impulse thing because they were doing that like 55.
Yeah, I remember that
thing or something. I was like, okay, I'll take one.
What kind did you get?
The Renegade Chrome.
Does that one have an adjustable backstop in it?
Yes.
Nice. I think I was looking at that one in the past.
Yeah, I think the only one that's a higher end on their line is the Sotar, I believe. What's the name of it? Oh, I don't remember.
Weird.
Hold on one second. Let me grab these oil brushers. See what I got.
Cool.
Pine through.
This is a pick your brain's nose. Rusty says, "Oh, it happens to you a lot. Oh, no, that sucks." Yeah, I know. Like I've had tendonitis in this elbow, actually, like really, really, really badly, and that I know from doing factory work and just whatever. When I was a landscaper, it bugged me. Mostly it was the factory work though, assembling cabinets. But yeah, that stuff sucks. You just can't get away from it.
I have the ground color set, which has dark mud, earth, and dust.
Oh, you got sets. Ooh.
Yeah. And you got the Starship color set, which has black, white, and Starship filth.
I also had that set.
That's a cool one. And rust tones, got rust, red primer, and dark brown.
Cool.
And then I also bought from him the Obtalong. I have burnt umber, Starship filth, industrial earth, and dark rust.
Oh, and those are in oils?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like actual tube things.
That is dope.
Yeah, he does Obtalong MIG cells, that brand.
Yeah, I haven't checked that out too much. I know Joel's sponsored by him. I need to look into their website and see what they've got on there.
Yeah, he's got, it's dangerous.
Yeah, I know. And then they have like cool T-shirts and all model kits and stuff. It's just like, what? How
he does a little bit of everything?
How do you resist that? Anyway. All right. Set.
The paints are dangerous too, because like when you're trying to buy a model kit, you're like, all right, it's $40. You know what I mean? So I can buy 2, let's just say. But when the paints are $2.99 or 5 and under, let's just say.
yeah, I think they're like 4 at Rio.
Yeah, add to cart, and then then you're like,
but when I'm at the store,
$50 in paint and crap, and you're like, what did I do?
I'm at the store, and I'm like, oh, here, these and these and these and these. Luckily, though, Kevin is my friend, and he keeps a tally of the ones that I have and makes sure that I don't double buy, because I did that once. I double bought when he was like, oh, I knew you double bought, and I don't want you to do that. And I was like, oh, thank you. You're so considerate.
It's tough. I buy like some like whites and blacks and stuff like that. I have like multiple jars.
Well, yeah, you're going to go through that, in my opinion.
Like primer.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple.
Yeah, I need more primer. I need more gray primer.
I got a chance to show this off last time. I got my this is like the Chesta, because that's a good.
The Chesta?
The Chesta. See that?
The Chesta. That looks nice.
Kind of hard with. Yeah. There he is.
That's great. What kind of decals are you going to throw on that? I assume you're going to throw decals on it.
Yeah, going to be some decals. Not going NASCAR with it.
No, of course not. But I think that the way you did the color, that'll look really cool depending on what you choose. That could be really tight, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to do some.
I'm stoked on it, and I didn't even make it.
I got to get some gloss on it. Actually, I still got to mask off the feet, because I want to do like some different colors, like on the bottom of the feet. It's not all just green or.
Oh, right.
And then mask off and put some of the like a gunmetal in there.
Yeah.
So
do some dry brushing and some.
Interesting. Yeah, and then once I'm done with the decals, And the panel line wash, I'll
get into some weathering a little bit. I feel like I lost you, Paul.
Yep.
So I feel like I lost you. Your sound cut out for a second there.
Oh, yeah. Once I get the decals and the panel lining on it, I'm gonna do a couple of different weathering things.
Nice. Do you have the Rinaldi 3 book?
SMO3? Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I got the SMO 1 for Christmas.
That's the fish one.
Also the fish one. Yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, the streaking techniques that he goes over in SMO 3 are really, really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great like layering and weathering techniques in this one.
Mm-hmm. That's mostly from between him and actually Mig. Actually, that's pretty much my plan of attack is
nice.
A mix between them.
Cool.
Mike tends to do the like the hairspray chipping.
Yes.
And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do like just sponge chipping and brush chipping.
Cool.
But going to use the oils over that to do some streaking and some dirt around the bottom of the feet. And
cool.
I want to do like some exhaust staining.
Okay.
Like some of the exhaust ports and thrusters and stuff like that.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah. Like I said, I've always just painted everything clean, so.
Gunk it up. I prefer to
fruck it up this time.
Yeah, I prefer to gunk things up than to try to keep them clean. I do like chipping, and I really do like the hairspray chipping technique personally.
Sorry, I want to try that on one of those Zaku heads.
Oh, cool!
I thought that might work good because it's
simple. Good practice.
Yeah. And you don't have to worry about like layers of paint and parts fitting together and stuff like that because it's pretty much paint all as one.
Yeah, it's really just set up. Oh yeah, what up, Gabe? Captain Weirdbeard in the house.
Weirdbeard. All
up in the hizzy. It's a sloppy loose fit. Way to go, high grade. Way
to go, Bandai. Build some head right now.
Giggity.
These wing kits are fun. They're kind of tiny. And obviously, like, the frame is pretty much the same on all of them, but just solid. Of the two I've built, nothing breaks on them. Unless you break it.
Right.
C is going to be a chin piece, because it's red. Gundams have red chins.
Excellent, Holmes. Once again, you are victorious.
I heard that movie is absolutely horrible. The new one.
Yeah, I heard that was really bad too.
Like Netflix didn't even want it. They were like, "Wow,
wow,
wow."
That's gotta be pretty bad. I know those guys get a little bit, a little weird. Farrell and Riley. Those boys. I liked them in Talladega. That was good.
How many times can you be the same character and just scenery?
True. Yeah, what was like same thing with the Step Brothers movie, right?
Yeah, and the Talladega Nights and
yeah. Oh, I like Talladega, but
yeah, I love Step Brothers.
Oh, cool.
It was hilarious, like then at some point you got to let it be.
Oh no, very true. Yeah, it's too much. It's not a movie you watch every day.
Yeah, it's like Dumb and Dumber. Like,
oh god, yeah, I can barely watch Dumb and Dumber.
the original one, good, great, funny. But the second one.
What about the third one?
Well, I know that they did like the one with the prequel, but I'm talking about the second one with the cat, like the actual with Jim Carrey and Jeff Bridges.
I didn't watch Dumber and Dumberer or whatever it was.
I watched about 15 minutes of it, and I was like, "Holy hell, this is horrible."
Yeah, I believe you.
What was the Anchorman 2?
I couldn't watch that. I tried watching. One was good, but I couldn't watch 2.
Yeah.
Exactly. For whatever reason, I just bounced off of it.
It's not good. The Hangover 1 was great.
Did not watch.
2 and 3 were
3?
Yeah, the third one.
Wow. Milking a dead cow.
That's Hollywood, man.
Yeah.
No cat.
It's amazing.
Original content, boo.
Oh, what's something we could redo?
They haven't seen Spider-Man in 5 years. Let's give them another one of those.
Yeah, well, that's Sony.
The funny part about those is I don't know if any of them are bad. Like, I like the original ones, especially when they came out. Well, the original 1 and 2, 3 was.
3 was weird. It had moments that were okay, and it had a lot of moments that were not okay.
I watched like a documentary on that one not too long ago, and how like the director, he didn't want to make it that way.
Yeah.
Like
Raimi?
Yeah, he was very unhappy with like what they made him do. The studio wanted Venom. He didn't want Venom.
Yep, it was a producer thing where the producers fucked it all up.
Mm-hmm.
The money fucked it up. Yeah, he hates it, and he was like, "Ugh." And even I think didn't he have like interviews and shit where he was like kind of talking down on it a little bit, just like
even when it was coming out, like while they were doing the promo for it and everything, he was like, "Meh."
Yeah, it's like,
The reason they had more of them written, like it wasn't supposed to stop at 3 originally. It was supposed to go to like
no, it's supposed to be a bunch, yeah. I did a little bit of scenery stuff for the second Spider-Man. The
one, what was that kid's name with Andrew Garfield?
Yes, with Andrew Garfield. Yeah,
those
we did some.
Too. I like those.
We did like the gurney table that Jamie Foxx is on when he becomes Electro. We made that that set piece. I made or I helped make the handrail for the neck snap scene at the end of it. For there's like a clock tower or whatever. I actually have a section of the handrail all weathered up and done up by the scenic crew. We made the metal structure though.
Cool stuff. Yeah, I liked those too, and I even saw the newest one. I like that.
I watched Homecoming once. It seemed pretty dope. I liked them in Civil War, and I liked them in Age of Ultron. Or not Age of Ultron. Shit, Infinity War.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I like the kid, the actor.
Yeah, he's pretty good, and the writing is good, and that's kind of like I don't know if I like young Aunt May, but I guess it's a little bit more trying to play to modern times where I'm like, I used to read the comics, so a little bit.
I mean, I guess in some ways it makes sense because why was his aunt so much older than his mom?
I know. Why was his aunt like ancient? Yeah, right. Or why was he so young for that matter?
Yeah.
Let's see, it was like, unless his parents were like hella old.
Maybe. I don't know.
But just young because of their I don't know. Yeah, don't need to talk about this. Isn't a superhero live stream. Nobody in the chat is participating, so maybe we should change the topic.
They hate Spider-Man.
Oh.
So you guys are Captain America fans.
I'm Team Cap when it comes down to that. in the Civil War?
I don't really. That was the part of that movie I didn't like.
Oh, the Team Cap, Team Tony, what it was all about, you mean?
Yeah.
The whole premise behind the movie?
Yeah.
It was cool, but I really like the whole Civil War part, you know?
Big difference between Aunt May and get younger sibling. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I knew a girl, her mother was like, you know, a certain age, and her mother's sister was like 18 years older than she was.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it could be. It's just
it's unlikely.
Atypical.
Yeah.
And it played into the whole Tony Stark having a, you know, flirting with her.
Of course. That's what you got to do, because everybody likes hot Aunt May.
Yep. I love Marissa Tomei.
Of course.
The Wrestler. Great movie.
Never saw.
Oh, great movie.
My Cousin Vinny.
Yep.
I love when Costanza on Seinfeld is all obsessed with her.
Yeah.
That's great.
His head has got little fins. Like I'm going to break something.
Easy, tiger.
Just like little tiny pointy things. He's got like antenna on the side of his head. Antenna and ears, because ears are a wing thing. Like all the kits have ears.
Do I have the heavy arms, but obviously I haven't built it. I have one that's built, but it's chilling in deep storage.
I lost you there.
It was a gift.
Which one?
Heavy arms.
So
and then I have the Supernova Sandrock and heavy arms, but I don't have like any other Bandai ones that I'm aware of.
You don't have a wing?
Nope. Not a one. I did have a nice SD wing that I picked up, but I donated it to a competition a while ago.
Do you even Gunpla if you don't build Wing?
Yeah, totally. I haven't even watched all of Wing or most of Wing, or I've watched some of Wing.
It's corny.
I know. Isn't it Hiro Yui?
Yep.
Hiro.
Yep.
Come and kill me. That I know.
Do yourself a favor and play a drinking game. Every time she yells Hero, take a shot. But don't do it on a night you have to work.
I don't work at night. So
well, I mean, work the next day.
Oh, no. Depends on what you're drinking. Maybe shots of plum wine or sake. You can get through quite a bit of that. It's not super alcoholic.
There you go.
Is it ×2 everything? It's got to be. Yep.
Beefin'.
Oh, I had a great idea for a custom build that I'm not going to discuss with anybody. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, if you pulled it off right, oh man. I'm thinking about it. I'm actually contemplating changing my whole entire GBWC to something totally different than what I expected to do, and potentially upsetting my wife by having to buy more kits. Actually, I wouldn't upset her. I'd upset myself because I'd lose the money. Actually, you don't really lose it, so I wouldn't upset anyone. But
yeah,
it is.
I haven't really bought much in quite a while. I bought the Jesta the other day, but I don't even know if that counts because I had to buy it.
You needed it, yeah. Like, that was dire.
Frickin'.
Oof. Have I done that yet? I'm trying to think. I don't think I have. I mean, I bought 2 rebakes.
Yeah.
But, it kind of made sense.
Heavy arms head. He's got a head. A heavy head.
Wow.
Not as heavy as his arms, though.
That's just the standard kit. That's not the P Bandai heavy arms, right?
No, but I do have that.
Ooh.
And
so you've got
and the Supernova.
And the Supernova. I know you have the Supernova. Yeah, I was just going to tie that together. Nice.
And I also have the Shenlong, the Supernova Ultron, and the P Bandai Ultron. And I have the Sandrock and the P Bandai Sandrock Custom and the Supernova Sandrock Custom.
Okay. Whoa, boys. You got a boy band thing going on there.
Yeah, and I have a Wing Zero Custom. I have the high-res Wing Zero Custom, and I pre-ordered the Model Heart Wing Zero Custom.
Jesus Christmas. I.
So, yeah, I have a wing problem. I think that's the series I probably have the most from. I'd say. And I have all the tall geeses, 1, 2, and 3.
Nice.
It's a problem.
It's relative.
And I have.
I don't know. I would say it's more of a trend.
I have an Astray problem as well.
Well, yeah, you do. Anyone that collects Astray has an Astray problem. In my book, I don't.
I pre-ordered the Red Dragon one with the stupid head. Ethan.
Oh my lord! The bird on its head, laser bird.
Like the laser bird, yeah.
Laser bird, Falcon Crest.
He's like the Gunpla equivalent of the 80s flaming chicken on the Pontiac Trans Am.
I would not be surprised. Dude, pilot's name, Laserbird, Falcon Crest. Absolutely right. Laserbird! Come kill me!
Yep. I think that's maybe like... I have a lot of unicorn kits too, but I think everyone has a lot of unicorn kits. I think that's like a thing.
Yeah, I got the Verka Sinanju and the RG Sinanju and RG Unicorn Transform.
And the Jesta.
And the Jesta. Yes, I was gifted the Jesta. And the Kshatriya Repair and the SD Neo Xeon. And then I have that ultra custom Kshatricorn.
I have the Unicorn in Master Grade, the Banshee in Master Grade, the Phoenix in Master Grade. 3 of them right there. Oh, and I have the Verka full armor.
Oh, right.
The Delta
the green
Plus.
One? The green one?
Yeah.
Nice.
The Delta Plus, the Jesta, the Kshatriya high grade.
Oh, you have the 4. Oh, yeah, I have the resin Kshatriya. Thanks, Jeff.
I'm so glad that guy turned down my offer for the Illinois.
Dude, you'd be sore right now on loot.
Yeah, and when you just see something and you're like, I don't know, I like to collect as well as not necessarily Gunpla, but just things.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, rare.
You're a good American. You're a buyer of stuff.
Yeah, I'm a good consumer.
Yeah.
But like I put the offer in and I was like, do I really want that? Like,
I looked at it for like 2 seconds on the opening page for the bit I was looking at and was like, ooh, that looks neat. And then I looked at it further and I was like, well, that's impressive packaging, but this is not what I thought it was.
Well, all the parts are cut out, but from my understanding, you still have to go through and clean them all. Like they're just cut out already.
Oh, it looked to me like they were painted and all that.
No painting. They're just like someone just pre-cut them. Why? Ellen is Mechanicore. That was the name of it before it switched to Mechanicore.
Oh.
And Mechanicore always does weird crap. Like with the Cassie and the Penelope, they put a DVD for the instructions.
Nice.
Just
Alex built the Penelope. I need to go back and watch those streams again. I was distracted when those were going down.
His is the model comprehend Penelope.
Right.
And it's 144.
Oh, not 1/100.
No, the 1/100, the Mechanicore Penelope and Cassie are huge.
Huh.
But yeah, that company just likes to do weird crap.
I respect that.
Everyone models. This one, GPO2 has like very odd decals.
Yeah, you've got that coming, right?
Yeah, whenever they finally release it. I don't even want to know what the shipping on that thing's.
It's bunches and bunches.
Yeah, especially from Samuel.
Oh yeah.
He's not.
I occasionally think about getting that Perfect Xeon from him, like from Mechanicore, off of eBay.
Oh, the Ziegler.
Yeah, the Ziegler. That thing is so nice.
I don't like the way it looks at all.
I like the way it looks, honestly. I feel like it's enough of a mild derivation from the core, but it has like cool amenities. I do like that the legs don't have to be on it, but you also have the leg option for it. All of the heavy detailing and then the LED like madness.
I know they're quite difficult from my understanding. Like,
just,
but that could be fun.
It's a challenge by far, and that I think is what intrigues me.
And that's what I've heard about like the Ellen kit. It's just like even more so because I was early on.
Oh, right.
So I don't know. It's just like I said, I was like, meh. But I do think Bandai will eventually make a kit of like a master grade or whatever RE100. I think it'll be a master grade, but eventually we'll get one.
Oh, of GP?
Of the Kshatriya.
Oh, sure. I hope so. They make a big one. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I think it's coming eventually. It's just
getting it there.
Yeah, like I know they like what I've read is that the binders are too heavy and all this crap. But I mean, after doing,
I understand
the double Zeta and a couple other more recent like big beast kits, I think they're capable now.
It's just getting the the shields to not be overweighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they could put like that ratcheting system in it that like the 00 has. Like 00, one of them has that. I think it might be the perfect grade has it.
Okay. Maybe that's it. They're just waiting. They're biding their time.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that has a lot to do. I'm sure those things are planned out long in advance, and they're just waiting for like, all right, the 15th anniversary, we'll put out the Kshatriya finally.
Oh, sure. They're just like, taking their time, like any sort of making sure they got it right.
You can't just go. Weeds will blow their mind.
Right. Yeah.
We'll wait for Dragon Momoko to make one. Then we'll shut them down and make our own. Idiots.
I need to build some of my resin kits. I've got that Pinkman on the way. The hard part about Lucas kits is that they're hard to get, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to I could easily have slapped the Bower together by now because it's just a little, gaming almost like tabletop gaming kit.
Yeah.
With like 50 pieces in it. But like it's a solid dedication. You're gonna be like, all right, this year, I'm making this
till I finish this.
Yeah, like that's it, almost, which isn't a bad thing at all. It's just like, or I almost need to like better backlog storage, or like active build storage. Like I should get like, I should put some cases in. Maybe not here. Next place.
That's what like keeps me like building, because I just keep throwing these things, the snap built ones, up on shelves and stuff, just so I can kind of keep everything rolling. And before, when I was just like painting and not like, I would just, like finish a project before I would start another one.
Right.
I'd just get like more burnt out than anything. I'd be like, oh, God damn it, I don't feel like painting tonight, so now I can't do anything.
It's pretty sloggy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like to just like snap some stuff. Some things I don't want to paint. Some things I really want to paint.
Or like, especially when they're like new kits, I'm like, man, that looks cool. I just want to snap it together and see how it works. Like the Level Zeta, I was like, I don't really have a plan for it. I want to paint it a certain color.
Or even that one, you don't even need to, because like the Verkas are so well built. If you just do like a nice surface treatment to it to get rid of the plastic swirls and give it a like a semi-satin sheen. Excuse me.
Yeah. Maybe pick out some little details or something you want to.
Sure. Like with my Stein, I painted the visor and made it so that the eyes were like translucent but kind of glowed a little bit. Hell yeah.
Yeah, do some stuff like that, like, or you can go absolutely nuts with it.
Oh yeah. It just depends on the kit you want to do it with.
Yeah, but sometimes I just don't have like a plan. I'm just like, I just want to build this.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like it comes out and you like watch a couple of reviews and everyone's like, oh, this kit is awesome. What?
Or I have kits where I'm like, oh man, this looks really great. Like I think before I bought the third kit that I snapped up, I pre-ordered the Vidar before I bought the Barbatos. So I pre-ordered Vidar, and then went into watch some Iron Blooded Orphans on YouTube, and then saw the Barbatos. I think the first time I saw Barbatos, I think it was just the initial battle. It was just like a short clip of that first rundown with the Greys of Gjallarhorn.
Rustal?
Not with Russell, but with before that, with what's his name, the asshole that like charges right into the battle, and then Mika pops up and kills him.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just can't think.
Yeah, it's all right. Another Kanai, doesn't matter.
Walk?
I don't know. I really don't know. But but then I saw that and I was like, oh shit, I got to get that Barbatos. And then when the Vidar came around, I was like, on to different kits. I'd done the Barbatos, I'd done a few other things. And then the Vidar sat and sat and sat. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to snap this up. And then I snapped it and was like, oh, I don't really like this kit.
Yeah, I've like ordered some things, and then when I got them, I'm like, if I really care for this. It's not as...
I mean, it needs some work. I feel like that a lot with the 100 scale IBO kits.
Yeah. They're a great base, like, because especially the frame, I think it looks really cool. It just needs some paint, because it's like a whole inner frame, but it's way less parts than a master grade.
Yeah. But it works really well. And like the stock Bandai parts are like really well fitting and good for posability, blah blah blah. And you're right, like the details like pop nicely, especially on those frames. But the only one that I feel is successful, like out of the box, is, well, honestly, the remake's not bad, but it's short. It's a short little POS. But the Kamar's Trooper. The Kamar's Trooper is like my number one IBO 100 scale, and then followed by the Grimgird.
Yeah, I've heard the Grimguard's a really good kit. I have the Lupus. That was a fun kit. And I have the Bale. And the Bale is cool. The build was fun. Like,
I just feel like the proportions. I feel like the proportions and the way that like on the Lupus, which I have, the way like the skirt boosters interact with the frame and the legs and the torso. It's all really like, it's like they took this kit and they just kind of went and crunched it all together a little bit. It feels like it needs more breathing room. I
know the like that the whole aesthetic of IBO with the real thin waist, but it doesn't feel long enough in the waist. Like it feels like it's got big tree trunk legs and childbearing hips, and then this skinny little waist.
And then it's like psycho high grade core, and then like, you know, master grade arms. Like,
yeah, I agree. But they were fun especially when I first got into it.
Oh no, they're super fun. They're great to build. They go together really well. They're
actually, I think the high grades probably look like whatchamacallit, like they look better. You know, like they don't have as many details, but the aesthetic of the styling looks better.
Yeah, I have the currently in my case I have the Juliet, the Grimguard, or not the Grimguard, the Helmwich Brine Car, the Full City, the Rhodey custom that I built, and the Rue custom that I built. And they're all really good. The only one I didn't like was Carda's Grays.
I don't like the look of that kit in general. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't. It's the head or something. It doesn't do it for me.
The Grays or the Carda's
Grays?
Yeah. I don't mind like the
weird fucking pompadour thing, right?
Yeah, the command fin or whatever the hell it is on top of it.
I don't like it.
It's all right, but what bugged me was the obnoxious high heels that made the kit just like want to fall over. It was top heavy and just wanted to fall over constantly because it didn't ever have a good base.
Yeah.
So
I have the original Barbatos, but I put the shoulders on him, so I think it makes him like the fourth form.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Sure.
But he looks awesome, and I have the Gushin. That was a fun little kit. The frog.
Oh, you want a frog route?
Yeah, and I have
high grade
in high grade.
Cool.
And I have the what the hell? The Flauros. I love that kit.
Oh, the Flauros.
I want to get another one and paint it.
The Ryuseigo 4.
Yeah.
No, it's the Gundam Flauros.
And I have one of the Kamaruses. I don't remember. It's not the Trooper. It's just the Kamarus.
Regular Kamarus?
Yeah.
Cool.
That was a cool kit, too. Those were like my first couple of kits. Just
yeah.
It was so much fun to build. Like when I first started, I was just like, you know, spend a whole night just snapping one. Couldn't put it down.
With the Kamarus, I didn't snap it together before I painted it. I pulled it out of the box and I started painting it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had done the Barbatos, and when I built it, took it apart, like fiddled with it, painted it, did all this stuff, put it together, took it apart, fiddled with it, touched up the paint, weathered it, put it back together, and it got a little bit sloppy. So I was like, with the Kamarus,
a thing with those frames.
Yeah. But then with the Kamarus, I was like, I'm not going to do this. So I literally like planned it all out, and then painted it all, and then put it all together, and then was a little bit disappointed in my work. Because the things didn't match really well. I didn't like take enough attention to the relationship of the parts on the kit, and then how my paint scheme should have matched more. So my certain fades were weird, and then like certain parts that I appreciated and then painted over on top and did like the little detail on it. Like certain ones were just like tonally off. So it was like they're both that like pre-shade finish with the white blah 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 blah, but like this one is like 2 shades darker than this one. It just clashed. I felt just like, oh, why did I? So I repainted it all, and it looks great.
The sheet-in I did for that little build-off we did a long time ago.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. I didn't put it together. I don't think, and I started painting, and I just separated. You know, like okay, these parts are going to be white. These parts will be blue. These parts will be red. And then when I put the thing together, especially in the grays, like I just assumed all the grays were inner frame, and then when I put it together, I was like, oh, some of them were armor.
Right.
Stupid.
Oh no!
But it was fun. I think that was the first kit I painted. So like painted the whole thing. So
yeah, that was my first like major custom. Was that Roe, where I kit bashed on parts from the Roadie and from the Grays, and custom built some things like little propellant tanks and other funky details, and added a bunch of wiring and did a bunch of cool shit to that one. It was a fun kit.
I was using Tamiya paints mostly, but I can't remember which color. I feel like it was the blue, maybe. I couldn't get a Tamiya blue by me, so I went out and bought Citadel.
Oh, wow.
And tried to airbrush it.
Ooh.
Oh. Didn't really work out. It came out like so watery and spotty, but I got it to cover. I mean, I'm sure now if I looked at it close, I'd be like, what the hell?
Right. Yeah.
At the time, that was all I had around.
Yeah, the Roe was what, the third kit I'd painted in my second custom.
I didn't know at the time, well, I guess I knew it, but I didn't think to do it was to just go get like some Tamiya spray cans and decant them. I didn't even. Actually, I have Tamiya spray paint cans. They're probably no good anymore because they're a couple of years old. But
yeah,
I have them because I used to build like RC cars and stuff, paint them, and you're not like, it's not like Gunpla. You're just pretty much painting the body all one color and everything else is stickers.
Throw a couple stickers on it, blah blah blah.
Yeah, because you're gonna smack it up anyway. You're not gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna get fucked up.
So. Try to hand paint headlights.
Right. Of course not. This is America. What do you think this is? One of those fancy countries?
Yeah. Asia.
Where they pride themselves on every aspect of their hobby.
And life. Back then. Didn't think of it. I think I'm building elbows.
You think you're building an elbow?
Like, I built this damn kit, like this frame enough goddamn times you'd think I know what I'm doing, but sometimes I'm not really I'm paying attention to cleaning the parts and stuff, but I'm not really paying attention to like what I'm doing. If it makes any sense.
Oh, wait. Ooh, let's see what happens if the giveaway is coming up here tomorrow for Joel's sticker giveaway.
I could not enter.
It's okay. I put your name in.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, and if I get stickers, I'll share them with you.
What are they? Are they? I have some GBA slaps.
It's some true stickers, some GBA stickers, some Holy Mountain stickers, a bunch of stuff. I think. Not 100% sure. Joel's usually cool, like with hooking up the.
Yeah, I bought like the GBA. What are they, like? Maybe 4-inch, 3-inch slaps. And I ordered like 5, and he sent me like 15.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Joel's cool as fuck. I gotta talk. I need to talk to him to see what the F is going on. What the
no. Craig told me.
Oh.
It had something to do.
Because Flynn's yeah, right. Well, yeah, well, we can get you like straightened out.
Oh, that's good. I think he just blocked anyone that was like mutual friends or something like that.
It was just one of those things.
Yeah. I know they went through like a little spat.
One?
Well, like a recent one.
Oh.
Yeah, we're 10 or whatever. But nonetheless.
Community's weird. What can we say? We're all a bunch of weirdos.
Guess so.
I'm a weirdo. I don't know about you guys.
I'm weird.
I just assumed.
We're all weird. Here we are on Thirsty Thursday. Build plastic models.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm having a little sip over here. I'm drinking some gin and tonics.
I'm being good tonight.
It's all good. Good is relative.
Yeah. I've had a cold for like a couple of days.
Oh no, yeah, no, you don't do that. Don't drink with the cold.
No, because I take like some NyQuil before bed, and
yeah,
I've drank with NyQuil before, and
not so good. Yeah, you know what? I don't mind when I got the cold or when I got a little bit of like seasonal whatnot. Is a nice hot toddy, a little bit of whiskey, some tea, honey, lemon.
Yeah.
Like heavy on the honey lemon, just a little bit of whiskey to give it a little. I like that. But
I've felt a couple of times where like I was getting sick and I had a couple of drinks, like liquor, no beer, like strong,
that's why I said,
whiskey or something.
Yeah, whiskey, like a hot toddy, like
didn't get sick.
Yep, it'll help.
It's probably in my head, but
well, there's that theory that like you get so hot that ain't nothing can survive in your body. You just get so poisonous. If you just get so poisoned, like just poisonous enough to not kill your brain or your heart, and then the rest of the stuff will just kind of work out in the wash. These are not life lessons; these are jokes. People don't take this seriously.
Please, do not.
I don't want to get like backlash from my jokes because I'm joking. I realize that I'm not a comedian, but I speak like a comedian, so I say a lot of stuff I shouldn't probably say.
What's up, Chase?
Whoop whoop. How's it going? Wasn't Chase, weren't you building that? Was it a Hyzak? I can't remember.
I think, yeah, I know he was waiting for paints before, but I think he got them.
Yeah, I think he got that.
He got the paints.
Gotta get those paints.
Paints. I remember when, what the hell was the name of that place? It was like an online hobby store. Everyone used to buy Mr. Color stuff from. They had been around a long time, back when Mr. Color was really hard to get here in the States. They went out of business like 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I bought they were doing like a 50% off sale, like just liquidating whatever they had.
Dang.
And I bought like $150 worth of paint. It was ridiculous.
That's
the good old days. Yeah, I got like a giant ass box. We're all comedians, just not professional comedians. It's true. True.
You were talking about the airbrush and got me thinking that I dented the cone for my 050. So I might run by the Craftsman store tomorrow and pick one up.
What's up, Alex?
Oh, my Lord. Alex at work. Can't hear.
Why did I think you worked at like 12 o'clock, Alex? Did
our time or his time?
His time.
Depends. It depends, I think. The dude tutors and he does like...
remember.
Let's see, I'll message him.
The hell, man. Tell him to stop working you so hard. I said so. Those damn kids are already good at math.
Oh, nice. Good to hear, Chase.
I plan on painting and really digging into custom. Sweet.
Cool.
Very cool. Hey, you bought an airbrush, right, Chase? Or no, you're just gonna hand paint.
He is hand painting until he gets to the until he wants to upgrade.
Yeah. No, good stuff, man.
Until he levels up. It's okay. Your stamina and your health bar fully recharge when you level up. So it's okay to like run yourself ragged a little bit getting there, but you just got to watch out because when you get to being like a higher level, it can be really far. That like little bit of the bar for experience that you need to fill up, it is actually a lot of experience. So you got to be careful not to bite off more than you can chew feasibly. You might survive.
Hand painting's good, man.
Oh, hand painting is the shit. I hand paint on everything. Every kit that I do, I hand paint on. I don't completely hand paint it, just for expedition, like for time. But I absolutely hand paint on every kit.
Hand stuff.
Hand stuff.
On every kit.
Little hand stuff on every kit. Oh, man.
Now that would be a good meme.
That would be a good meme. Oh, where are you now, Jeffrey, with your memes? Well, there's plenty of people. Rusty, steal it. Run for the fields, man. Run for the hills, brother. Footy.
The hand stuff on all my kits.
That side does not like where that's going. Don't you want to go to your home? Oh, really, Bandai? Really? Very disappoint. Much sadness.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, bro, we know it. Your thumb is all super duper sore, and every time you have to squeeze with it, it sends a searing pain up your hand and into your wrist. But we're gonna make this polycap fit like dog ass.
How you like me now?
Leroy Jenkins. All right.
Oh.
Why? Oh my God, does it hurt? I should go. I should put some Tiger Balm on it or something.
Tiger Balm.
Tiger Balm's a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Building some legs. Oh, there's some hiss.
Origin Zaku was a good kit.
Yes. I did the Origin Dom test type.
Ooh.
And that is so nice.
Why can't we have a master grade of that? Upgraded Dom, man. That's high.
Munchless. Dude. My gosh. I do love me some Doms. I got that resin upgrade. But I have yet to pick up that base kit.
It's not an easy one to find.
Well, you can get it. I can order it on, they got them on eBay.
Yeah, but they're kind of like pricey, like
Well, yeah, it's because it's old. You got to look for new old stock, and as time goes by, that stuff becomes more rare. However, the Rick Dom frame works.
So either or Dom, Rick Dom doesn't matter.
Yep, exactly. So
Discord that I need to use gloss top coat before I panel line. Yeah. Well, what are you using to panel line?
There you go.
That's probably a better question for you.
That's a great question.
And is the whole surface painted, or did you just paint like details in? Probably another important question.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna let you feel this one. You're gonna Dr. Phil the shit out of this one. Except hopefully you don't make Chase feel bad about something he shouldn't actually feel bad about.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that again.
We're gonna have to send you to the ranch.
No. Judas. Oh my god, that sounds so bad. Is it R. Kelly's ranch? Jesus.
I'm not going. You can't make me.
Oh my god. Yeah, try. Oh, just try. At the age where I was like kind of rebellious.
Yeah.
I was a scrappy sumbitch.
I will punch Dr. Phil in his face.
I'd have ripped that mustache right off his fucking lip. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Who taught you how to do this? Who taught you how to be like this? Is your mama bad to you? Sir.
How did you know?
Like a sorry, sad walrus. I don't know how I got on this topic. I'm sorry.
Well, Chase, let me hold on a second. Let me show you some stuff. Panel lining options.
I'm going to make a drink and put some Tiger Balm on my thumb.
All right.
All right.
So, Chase, if you're painting the whole kit, right? Like this Tamiya panel line act. Okay. Plan on detail painting. Okay. This stuff is what you're talking about. Now, if this is going on the bare plastic, you're fine. You don't need to coat it beforehand. You want to be careful not to let it like pool up in some joints or anything like that, because it's enamel based and it will eat through the plastic. But if you have the parts all separated and you just bloop, like let's say a part like this, you just touch it, you're good. You don't need to top coat it beforehand. Now, if you're putting this over paint of any type, you're gonna have to top coat before applying this stuff, and it's got to be a gloss. If you put it over a matte, it won't have that capillary action. So, like, you guys can't see the detail in here, but if I just touch on this, it's gonna spread all throughout. If I matte coat it first, it will not. And if I don't paint at all, when I go to clean up the spot that I touched, it's just gonna wipe my paint away as well. So you're going to want a gloss coat. What you can get, it works really well, and you might be able to just get it like a local grocery store, is this stuff. Called Pledge Floor Care Future, or it's got a couple of different names. But this is essentially just gloss acrylic. So you can use, if you don't have access to some kind of gloss paint, get this, or you can go to an automotive store and get some gloss coat there, or like Walmart or something like that, Krylon. You just got to make sure, it matches what type of paint you're using. So if you're using acrylic paint and you use lacquer top coat, it might melt the paint if it's not completely cured. But this stuff won't melt anything. So this stuff will work. Or if not, you can get it on Amazon too, like 2-day shipping, you know. Pledge floor care. It smells great too. It smells like fruity drinks. But yeah, if so, this stuff on a painted surface, you have to use gloss top coat. If it's on a bare plastic surface, you can just use it on the bare plastic. Just be careful not to let it pool up anywhere in any of the joints or get stuck behind some of the parts. It'll crack it. There you go. And you can use lighter fluid to clean it up. Just don't douse the part in lighter fluid. Put it on the edge of a Q-tip bud and like let it dab it off a little bit. There you go.
What a mess. Hey, lots of stuff.
Yep. I was just explaining some. He's using panel Tamiya panel line. The accent colors.
Oh my. Just what Rusty was writing about the hand stuff.
Oh, looking for a good image to form for hand stuff was. Thanks. So what can I use to matte top coat for, if not panel lining? Once you're done doing your panel lining, so you take this part, it's been painted, you gloss coat it, you do your panel lining, you clean up the little extra pieces of ink everywhere. When you're done with that, now you want a flat finish. You're going to top coat it matte over the top of everything. And that's if you want a matte finish to be, you know, like for a kit, you're going to be just picking out some details and hand painting and stuff like that. You probably want to do matte at the end. It's going to take away some of the shiny, you know, plasticky look and make it look more realistic. So the matte is just basically your final top coat, gives you your finish, and it protects it from fingerprints and
you can
all that good stuff.
You can pose it, you can take it to a show, you can, you know, do lots of stuff.
Yeah, the gloss coat is more for protection and like in between steps, sealing. It's like a sealant in between steps.
What was I going to say? The matte coat will also help to homogenize the finish. So if when you're painting, like so you're painting with different paints, maybe you're using something from MIG and you got some Vallejo and you pull something from some Citadel or something like that to do some details, it all ends up with different sheens. Like the MIG paints can be super flat. The Vallejo, depending on which line it's from, is going to have a little bit of a semi sheen to it. The Citadel might be kind of glossy. And if you spray that all with a matte coat at the end, or with some decals and stuff in there too, and you spray it at the end, it's going to like unify it into a single like layer.
Yeah, softens some of the edges on your paint too, a little bit.
Yeah, it keeps things from being so stark. Unless you need that, you know, like I needed that with the Rhodey Custom because of the candy color. I didn't want to go matte top, and it turns into nothing.
Yeah, if you're doing like dark or heavy metallics, if you matte coat it, you know, you'll take away because the metallics are reflecting light. That's what gives it that metallic look. So if you matte coat it, a matte coat is actually like just inconsistencies. That's what makes the light change reflection a little bit. So you'll lose some of that.
Yeah, it's a light texture. You can get a matte coat out of a gloss coat in an airbrush by just coming back off your piece a little bit and giving it more of a dust instead of a layer.
Yeah,
not that you need to know that, but
we're excited for you, bud, because we've all been there at the beginning.
Oh yeah,
it's exciting, man.
And then you think like, oh, what did I wish that I knew when I started this?
Yep. No, it's exciting stuff, man. Like, it's fun.
Yeah, it'd be like, I think that my dream job right now would be to own a a combo hobby model store slash bookstore with my wife slash creative space to like build or have like writing workshops or that kind of jazz slash bar.
Yeah. Has anyone used the Tamiya buffing compound or similar for a super sheen? I've actually used something similar to that, not on Gunpla, but for metal polishing and stuff. It's basically the same thing. A metalizer, and yeah, it'll work good.
I have polished a lot of metal, but I have only hand polished the plastic stuff, and I have never used compound, so no. I'm curious about it though.
Chatterbait has Gunpla now.
Oh my. Is that because of... Oh no.
And Pornhub does.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of it. That's everything. People are like, how do I catch up on my news? Oh, I just watch Pornhub. What?
Who?
How does that work? Oh, you just search for the news and tells you. Yes, I don't know.
Newscaster.
I like the way they did the stylized, I don't know what you call it, the flex covers on the joints for the high grade.
Oh yeah. Not like the rubber pieces for the master grades.
Yeah, what do they call them, the trash bags or whatever.
Yeah,
everybody hates that.
That would have been a cool master grade, the big gun.
There is a resin kit for it. Pretty expensive, actually. It's about $100.
I mean, the only difference is the joints and the gun itself, right? Like the kit is just a Zaku.
Yeah, it's a Zaku with a backpack.
What are those sandpaper sticks y'all have? I got sheets of. I really don't know how. Oh, so I'm using some different sanding sticks. These are from a company called God Hand. They make nippers as well, and these are flexible. You can see they're got a little wave to them, so they're really good for like curved surfaces. And then this little plastic piece is just like something to hold on to with a flat board. It's a piece of plastic essentially, and some double-sided tape and sandpaper. So this just gives you a nice flat edge. So when you're working on something like this that's flat, you go like this. You don't round the corners or anything. Keeps them nice and flat. So. Like Brian makes his. What did you use? MDF or something like that for?
Oh hell no, that's crazy. And then I have a little bit of them here in this drawer. No, I use foam core. I just take a sheet of foam core and spray Super 90 or Super 77, whatever, adhesive, contact adhesive, and then a piece of 600 grit because that works really well. But I also have the Tamiya sheets, and you can just take those sheets, or you can use them like this one. I've kind of was dorking around with something, and I was polishing with a 1500. I think this was actually on a sword that I have. I was doing a little polishing with this 1500 grit. But this stuff, you can just cut it with scissors into whatever shape you want. You can use it wet, you can use it dry. It doesn't matter. Super good. Love these things, but they're a little bit expensive. It's Tamiya. What do you expect? This stuff is the shit. This is 3M's wet dry polishing paper, micron paper. It's horrible to see in there, but it's I have this all outlined on videos in my YouTube channel. If you want to go back and check them out, some of the goof videos or removing seam lines and stuff. But I talk about all this micron paper, really good for polishing out and sanding nub marks and seam lines and swirls.
If you just have sandpaper. And you go get some popsicle sticks or tongue depressors.
Yeah.
And just use even this stuff, just Scotch double-sided tape if you want. If you want to mess whatever you want to do.
Or rubber cement. Use rubber cement. It doesn't matter if you got it.
So if you want a real super, super cheap way to just make some sanding sticks. You can just use the sandpaper too. Like, there's no problem with just plain old sandpaper. This is just ease of, holding, basically.
Yeah. Something to back it up too. It just depends. Like the foam core works pretty good, but it does get worn out, and it does occasionally want to bend. I've got one here that's bent. No, I've actually been pretty good with these. But anyway, yeah, they start out like gray, and then they just get built up. You can brush them off and flick them out. This is that micron paper I'm talking about. I use it to polish after I go through this, through that. Just working my way up to 15,000 because I got problems.
If you're gonna matte coat at the top of everything, you can go to like,
you can skip that shit.
1,200, then you'll be fine.
Yeah,
more than fine. 800,
depending.
Yeah, especially if you're gonna gloss and then matte. You're probably fine at 800.
Yup.
But yep.
You're welcome. We are here to help. We're helping hands.
And you'll find yourself, like, as you get into this hobby a little more, like, we can all give you advice, but you're going to get in this hobby, and more than likely you're going to buy an insane amount of kits, no matter what anyone says to you.
Yeah.
But after a little while, you'll be more excited to get tools.
True. Plus, you'll just have a bunch of things to work with. So be careful getting buy happy early on. Try. It's hard. I know it's hard. But hear me out. Build some stuff like you're doing. Figure out what you like about the things you build and what you don't like, and go that way before you start to amass a collection. Or you're going to be like, oh, dude, I really love the whatever, Gelgoog. And you buy like a bunch of Gelgoogs and a bunch of P-Bandai and a bunch of everything. And then you realize after you build like 2 of them, you're like, oh, this is
just the same damn kit over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. But this is cool, but it's like, this isn't like what I thought I was, going to be getting into. So
your aesthetic taste will change too.
Rapidly. Yeah.
Is it more or less painting the whole piece, if that makes sense?
Speaking of removing seam lines when sanding, is it more or less painting the whole piece? Oh, for painting the whole piece, if that makes sense. No. Seam lines are an aesthetic thing. So mold seams, not necessarily like part separation, but like mold seams where the different parts of, like, say you've got this runner and it's flat, it has a top die and a bottom die, and they're compressed together at like a really, really high tension, and they inject at like 1,000 psi molten plastic into this thing, and it fills out. When those 2 parts separate, you get a seam line from the 2 parts of the mold. That's the seam lines we're talking about. You don't have to remove them, but if you are going to paint a kit and you want it to have that like smooth, clean finish, that like realistic armor finish, then yeah, you want to like go through and take those down. I have a video in my YouTube channel here. If you go back, was it a couple of years ago? I can't remember, but
20 years first
nub removal video. I talk about sanding and then polishing down what you can do, like steps you can go through. I talk a little bit about the materials and some ways to approach it or to think about it. So maybe go check that one out. It's not very long. I think it's maybe 10 or 15 minutes long, maybe. But yeah, so that might help you out.
Yeah, if you do like his video is great, and then just look around for some. Oh
yeah, I mean Zach's got him. Tim's probably
everybody's gonna have
has a video like that.
Video.
Yeah.
But like basically, it's like when 2 armor pieces or anything are just coming together, and it looks like plastic, 2 pieces of plastic meeting together.
Yeah.
And you're essentially gonna use cement to fuse those 2 pieces of plastic together, so there's no line there anymore.
Yeah, you can do that for this, and yeah, that's a different that's a different seam line. Like what I was talking about was just mold seam lines. What Paul's talking about is like this. Here, I'll do it into the big camera. Like the
what's up, Craig?
Feel show these guys. Yeah, like that there. If you put a little bit of glue in there, and then like Foxy says, old Mike Wolf, if you squeeze that, you get a little bead, and you sand that down, polish that out. It looks like perfectly smooth plastic. Then when you paint the whole thing, you'll never know.
I think if you go on Justinius Builds channel, he's got a what is it? Gunpla for lazy bastards. I think that's what he called it. And it's like
I believe
how to build like a Gunpla kit, very little effort but make it look really good. But it was a pretty cool series. Like it'll have good stuff in there.
Good and stuff.
Yeah, mold flashing. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Justin. He's a funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good mushroom.
Funny guy.
Good mushroom.
How could you be bad with that beard?
Hey, just because how could you be bad with that beard doesn't mean that you can't be good without a beard. Look over here at the camera. Saying from a guy that can't grow a beard.
What I have is all I can get. I have patchy facial hair.
You grow 20 times better beard than I can.
I just keep it like 5 o'clock shadow because then it just doesn't. Can't really tell.
I can just grow the devil beard, the goatee. I was born to be evil. Apparently, I can't grow any actual chops.
I trim my beard. I feel awful. You should feel awful. No, I'm just kidding. Here we are talking about how we're handicapped.
Yeah, or like Gabe, Captain Weirdbeard himself.
We're facially challenged.
We're not shaming anyone, though.
I got plenty of hair on top of my head. I guess that's...
My poor old dog.
Where does this go? This kid has got lots of compartments. I guess that's what makes his arms so heavy. With the dad jokes tonight.
Well, you can, at least you are a dad. I'm not a dad, and I still tell dad jokes.
I have 3 kids. My hair is getting whiter by the day. I'm pretty lucky there. I mean, I'm young still, but
mine.
No gray hairs yet.
Yeah, I got a couple, 1 or 2, but damn, 3 kids, bro.
3 kids would probably give me no hair.
I got 0 kids on purpose.
1 kid is tough enough for me.
I couldn't imagine. You're fighting the Lord's fight there, buddy.
My wife is getting gray hair because she has 2 kids.
You and your son.
My son. Yeah.
Wise guy. And a wise guy.
My son's starting to like what I watch on TV.
Oh.
And my wife is like, "Oh my god, what the hell?" 2 of me now. Like we were watching Voltron the other day. My wife's like, "No."
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, she just doesn't like. She only watches like
because she hasn't sat down. Well, you know, I mean, okay, hang on a second. I respect that because when available, I will watch those programs. But Voltron is Voltron.
Yeah. You know, like little kids, what's fun about like, especially when they're really little, they don't have any understanding of like cool or anything like that, like societal pressures.
Right.
So he just like, oh, you know, like he likes this show. It's like a monster truck show, and the monster truck, they had like a series of episodes where he turns into a robot, right?
Oh,
and he just fucking loves it because he's like, monster truck robot? What's cooler than that? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, buddy. Well, when you're 14, you won't think it's cool anymore, but
actually, maybe. But
then when you're 24, you'll think it's really cool again.
No, it's that like when you're 14, you'll still think it's cool, but you'll be like ashamed of it because that's what happens to teenagers.
Yeah.
And then when you're like 24, you'll be like, fuck them.
Yeah.
And it's great.
In 2 years, I'll have a teenager. Oh boy, yes.
There, but for the grace of God, go I, my friend.
Fight the good fight for us, Craig.
Indeed. Indeed.
I think in 2 years, I'll still have the mental capacity of a teenager. So,
yeah, I hope so. I'm 39 and I'm holding strong.
There. Teenage girl too. Oh yeah, dude. Man. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
I have a younger sister, and you know, when I was 14 and she was 8, I was the devil to my parents, I'm sure. But now that I'm 31 and she's, 26, I am definitely the favorite.
Yeah, ain't life grand?
Uh-huh.
Funny how that works out.
I am easy as can be. My wife wasn't into any anime or nerdy stuff, but I got my wife into Dragon Ball and My Hero and One Punch Man.
Oh, dope.
Even got to cosplay at Anime Con Atlanta, Master Roshi, and she was launched. That's cool.
That's awesome. It is really cool. Right on.
Yeah, I've gotten my wife to get really excited about going to Japan when we get a chance to go, and she's all on with seeing like every weird thing that they have to offer there. Anime is just not her. Like, she just can't get into it.
She's a Disney girl.
Yeah, that's so there you go. My wife will drag me to Disney World, and if I told her that I'd be willing to dress up as, the guy from the Little Mermaid, she'd probably be ecstatic about it. So everyone's got their own thing.
What about Gaston from Beauty and the Beast?
How are you 39, Brian?
39? Yeah, dude. Yeah, I have the youthfulness. I heal really fast, and
pickling inside.
So I don't know what to tell you. It's always been that way. I once almost ripped my pinky fingertip off, and I just kind of like taped it up, and I healed in like a couple of weeks. It was pretty amazing.
I almost knocked out my tooth one time.
Oh gosh.
And I shoved it back in and it didn't fall out. That's serious.
Oh my word. That's dope, dude. That is cool. All right.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah, don't knock it,
I'm 37, feel like 50. At first she was really lovely.
Oh. Oh yeah. I don't feel that.
My wife does want to go to a con thing just to see it. We might go to. Hopefully, we're gonna go to this year in November to New York. Let's see.
Oh yeah, gotta come up for your kit. Boom, boom.
Yeah. That's her birthday is on the 8th of November too. So.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, she's excited about.
I know the last time you guys came through, you stayed at a hotel.
She was a pro. She was eating it up, eating it.
But awesome. This time, you guys should look at an Airbnb.
That is tough. That's a tough topic in my family.
Really?
Yeah. He's president of the union for hotels and restaurants. So Airbnb is the devil.
Oh.
But yeah, we'll figure all that stuff out. That's not a big deal. Also, my sister lives in Queens, so if I
you just crash.
Yeah, if I wanted to do nothing, I have that option too.
Right. Yeah, I've got a buddy that's coming into town. The only reason that I know that there are deals, they're like bed and breakfast. There's not even like an actual Airbnb. It's like a bed and breakfast coupled through Expedia. So it's not like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like not expensive. Way cheaper than trying to stay in like a hotel.
Yeah. We stayed last time, but like there was a bunch of hotel rooms blocked out for my cousin's wedding, so it was.
Yeah, so it's perfect.
It was a little different.
Yeah. Can't go wrong. I couldn't imagine. Oy.
Yeah. New York City is not cheap.
Dude, it's bad enough paying rent here.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
But, yeah, I'm going to try to plan that all out pretty soon here.
Nice. That's backwards.
Oh, I forgot. You know what? I bought tickets to go see Gundam Narrative.
You did?
Yeah, it's playing in a theater about 15 minutes away. So on February something or another.
Yeah, Don was posting that.
Yeah, I think it's actually going to be the dub too. I didn't know it was coming out that fast.
Yeah. That's how they've been. That's how they've been rolling. I think that's what they were saying at Comic-Con, or not Comic-Con, but Anime NYC when I saw the the extended trailer, 20 minutes or whatever it was that I watched of it. That there was like a Q&A, and I think they said they were going to try and do a dub thing, but I don't know. That's all hearsay. Could be wrong.
Yeah, no, it's February 16th or wherever I'm going. It's dubbed.
Boom. Breakfast.
Fast. Quick.
Mm-hmm.
Should be cool. I've never seen Gundam on a big screen. So.
Oh yeah, I watched Bandit Flower. That was pretty dope. I saw that on the big screen at Anime NYC 2017. Yep, that was super cool.
You got your Blu-ray in the other day, right?
Yeah, I watched it twice already.
Mine took like forever, dude. It was weird.
Yeah. Did you get yours the same day you posted?
Yeah.
So we got ours on the same day.
Yeah, and I ordered mine
before me because you told me.
Yeah,
I bet like a week before I ordered mine.
What the hell happened? Like it left out of Iowa, Des Moines, and the tracking was even weird. Like normally, USPS tracking, it'll be like, I don't know, it'll get to like Atlanta, and then it'll tell you, oh, it's in Atlanta, and it's in Orlando, then it's local to me, and then it's delivered. It was just like departed regional facility from Des Moines, Iowa, and then I didn't get another update for like days. And it's supposed to have been here the week before, like on the 3rd. Just randomly popped up, and it was like 4 hours away from my house.
You know what I think it is? I think it was that Right Stuff knew that I really, really wanted it, and so they let me get it at the same time you got it so that I wouldn't get jealous. Because they loved me.
Probably what it is.
It's got to be it. Because the world revolves around me. I'm the best. My name's Donald Trump. Sorry. I didn't mean to get political, but I went there. Right here, sometimes you guys, you just gotta drink my brain fuel and sorry.
I'm getting tickets as well. We're going to see Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Ooh, the Broly film. Sweet.
I'm still watching the original Dragon Ball. I haven't gotten to any
GT or like Kai or
Super.
What is the newest Super? Yeah, is it Super?
I think the newest ones are called Super.
I have like GT because that's where I need to start catching up from. I watched all of Z through the Boo saga, up to and through the Boo saga. And then, yeah, I didn't watch GT.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Right now, I'm watching Full Metal Alchemist. Though I'm pretty close to done with that. I'm on like the 5th act, which is the last one. So once I'm done with that, I'll maybe get back into Dragon Ball a little heavier. Now I just watch it here and there. Or something light to watch every once in a while.
Nice. Yeah, I think next year for Comic-Con in New York City, we're gonna do 2 days. The last couple of years, I guess I did 2 days the first year when I went back after all those years ago. But yeah, we're gonna wait a minute. There we go. We're gonna definitely like open it up because like we always go and spend a day like shopping and seeing as much as we can, but by the time we get through, you know, the main floor, it's like just done. And we want to do other things like go to Artist Alley and things that sadly we have yet to do.
Craig is watching. Yeah, that's where I'm watching it too, Craig. Well, actually, I own it as well, but I've been watching it on Netflix because it's just easier. Like when you're, I don't know, yeah, I got Netflix on every goddamn device in the world at this point. So
exactly.
Yeah, it is really good. It took me a little bit to get into it. Like the first half of the first act, I was like, I don't know. It was a little like childish at first, but definitely has caught my interest since then. Fun stuff. I think I started watching it because I heard it was like one of the best dubs ever. So that's why. Oh, easy to watch. I'll take that.
Man, that's a crazy backpack this boy has on him. Well, he's stable. I'd give him that.
He's a Zaku.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean, come on. And it's just really surprised. It's probably just monetary restrictions that I haven't yet gotten one of the Xeon emblems tattooed on me somewhere. I was thinking of going for because I've already thought about it. If I was going to add one, I would probably add go into my archive here. Here we go. I'd probably go with the Mobile Assault Force, which is this one. So you've got the Principality of Xeon.
To get those skull. That's not from me. That's from Doze Trocaz.
Oh, right. Yeah. But yeah, I think so. The Mobile Assault Forces. I think that shape looks the best. I don't mind the Earth Front Forces, but I feel like that emblem is kind of like a bit obscure because most people don't recognize that. But I suppose most people probably don't realize that there are derivations between the subtleties. So
probably not.
I cannot recommend this Zaku archive enough.
Good, man.
I got it on Amazon.
Sorry. Chat.
Jet who? Oh.
Yeah, I got the Zeta one. Super cool.
Oh, right. And what did Jeff said the gym one was 2 volumes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I want that.
I know.
I need it in my book hole.
All right, what the hell here? Something's wrong.
Oh man. Cat, why are you yelling at me? There we go. Come here. Come here. Come here. You got a dork. There you go. You're gonna scream at me. I'm gonna make you be on the internet TV. There you go. You dork.
Okay.
Go
This is
on,
like one of the more colorful Gundams, I would say. It's got a lot of colors going on.
I know. I think that about the heavy arms as well, that it is very colorful.
Well, guys, thanks for the advice. And hop up here and get some sleep. Yeah, man. Good night. Anytime.
Yeah.
Good luck.
See you, Jason.
Make sure you share your work in progress in Discord and stuff.
Yep. Share it in the whip. All right, Mal, what are you doing?
She does not like Zaku.
No, she's chill. You're gonna try that, are you? Of course.
She's a fetty cat.
She's giving me a dope headbutt. She's my homegirl. Get off my glass, you nerd. Come here, you stink. Come here, you stinko. Go on. See ya. That's the oldest animal in my house. You wouldn't think that. With my elderly dog.
My cat is older than my dog as well.
Wait, what was that?
Then my cat is older than my dog as well.
Oh, right. It happens. Huh. Little kit. Little teeny weeny itty bitty little Zaccarini.
Teeny.
I got some weapons to build still, and a bunch of hands to put together. That's one thing I really liked about the frame arms kits that I was playing around with and snapping parts out of. It seemed like they had 8 hand options.
I don't think it's weird that like Gunpla, especially between grades, there's so many different styles of hands. Like the wing kits and the age kits and the seed kits have like those swappable fingers. And then, some kits have the 3.0 hands, and then some kits have like the 2.0 hands.
Yeah, my Roadie Custom has those weird Zaku hands with like the bend only at the middle middle knuckle and the front. So they have this like weird, like flat finger feel to them.
Yeah,
they're fun.
Very strange. Very strange.
Very strange indeed.
I like the fixed posed hands and like getting multiple. Fixed pose hands. Actually, like ideally, I would love to get like fixed pose hands for holding weapons and maybe an open hand and like a 3.0 style hand. I know they're a pain to put together, but I just think they're so cool, like to build. Just because that on like engineering on a 3.0 hand is insane.
Are those the ones that are injected that you pop apart and like fold the joints around? Okay, like the Jesta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know they're like hell to clean all the nubs off of and everything, but every time I build one, I'm like, wow, how did they do this?
I put together the ones on the, was it the Sazabi that were okay?
Yeah. I think they're a little big for some reason. I think
I don't know why, but it worked really well. I feel like the hand, like the fingers all folded well, and it was all, good.
Yeah, I did them on the Jest. Did I build another kit with them? No. Well, the perfect grade Exia has like just a bigger version of the same thing, but instead of like cutting it out and snapping it all, like bending it all, it's all individual pieces you cut out.
Yeah, and you just assemble it, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool. That I think is cool.
Working on a kit bash build, but I'm kind of stumped. What is the easiest way to make a peg arm attach fit with a ball joint male? Any suggestions? I'll let you get in on that one.
Well, if you have a bunch of spare parts, which I'm not saying that you do, but I have in my collection a bunch of extra polycaps because I built a bunch of kits. Not this episode. Not this box, the other box. Yeah, with just a ton of polycaps left over. Potentially, you could find a round head polycap that fits the ball joint, potentially, or sculpt one. Like find one that's sort of close, like maybe like one of these dudes that's kind of close, and like cut the pegs off the side and like sculpt it so that you can work it together so that it becomes like more of a flexi joint. That might be a way to deal with it without having to do any crazy gluing or sculpting. Like here's a good one. This one's like a kind of a ball head. If you can get that to stick on there or add in, give you just a way. Or if like, so yeah, if you do something like this ball head, if it fit inside the round joint and you had no way for the peg to really sit in there, you could drill through or like take your hobby knife and like cut a little hole by like running your hobby knife like back and forth like this in it to make a little hole or make a big enough hole to like get that peg to sleeve in to give it some grip. That would be a way to kind of work around it. I mean, depending on the kind of kit, I don't know if you're building a master grade or building a high grade. I don't know. Just spitballing.
Yeah, I think that, probably not that simple. Just depending on. It's not a simple answer because you can't see it.
Yeah, exactly. So I just gotta like imagine all possibilities and then imagine solutions for them.
I mean, what I would think is like the easiest thing would be to cut the peg off of the arm and then drill a hole there so that the ball joint can stick into it. But
if it's that way, I assumed that it was a ball joint receiver as opposed to male to male. I figured it was like incompatible male to female
arm and a ball joint male. So
I was figuring it was like the hot dog in a hallway philosophy, where the peg was swimming.
If the peg is like way too big, I'm not sure, but if it's just kind of slightly too big, you could like add super glue and like talcum powder and just fatten it up.
Or part dust from sanding. Or filing. Filings.
I'll talk down the hallway.
Nice. Oh man, these Slender Ball kits are super cool. I wish they made more like the Saku, like you were saying earlier, made this in a master grade.
Doesn't make sense.
Does not. They should. I mean, especially with all the Act Guy variants coming with Bandit Flower, and like the Gym variants, the dope new High Gog or Gog, not High Gog.
I just want a High Gog master grade. What the fuck?
That would be cool, right? To see a High Gog master grade would be super cool.
And then you can make a Kapool.
Well, I mean, you could make a Kapool anyway. If you're gonna,
Well, I mean, the arms are basically the same. So if you made a High Gog, you could also get a Kapool.
Oh, sure. What's that? Just like a ball and some extra armor and the flipping hobby arms?
Yeah, it's like the same arms as the Hygog, but like a rounder body.
Yeah, but the body's almost like a ball, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But do you do like a ball with a shroud because it has like that armor that like over the front or whatever?
Yeah, it looks like teeth.
Yeah, super cool. I got Colleen the Momo couple.
We needs it.
We need it for us. It's our own. Our precious. I watched Fellowship of the Ring again.
I love those movies. I saw this great like I think it was like a tweet or something. This guy was like, I started watching The Hobbit with my dad. He fell asleep, so I put on Return of the King. And then he woke up and looked at the screen and asked me what day it was.
Because he recognized the movie. That's good. That's good.
Precious.
That's good.
What about the Gundam Thunderbolt version of the Act guy, though? Yeah, man, we need it. Needs it. Now.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Goddamn program, Bandai.
And then P Bandai variants, or even sell them as like add-on kits, like small scale, like MSG style, like Kodo does. Sell like the radar arm and like the crazy components for the head and the back unit for like $35 or $30 or something like that as a P Bandai add-on to your Akai kit, which is $30 or something, instead of trying to sell that as a full like P spin for another whatever, like 90 or whatever the hell dollars it would be. Because then you don't have to have so many Akais. You can be like, all right, I want the Akai, but I want like that Akai with the thing, or like with the crazy GOG head as the like armor on the arm. And
yeah, we need it. Get it together, Bandai.
We need it. Yeah,
we need it. Gotta have it.
I can ramble on about the minutia, or Paul can just say we need it.
We need it.
Same thing. Same thing.
Things are happening.
That's close.
What the hell? Why won't you fit? Oh, because there's no goddamn. Apply for Bandai. I would be a tyrant. They would fire me. I said Kshatriya now.
That's a pretty good one, Rusty. I just got this message from Rusty, which is the meme he made up. It's a pretty good one. Pretty good one. Wifey's sending me stuff.
End of the night when you have a cold, man, everything just starts. Worse.
My wife always sends me these adorable dog videos on Instagram. She just sent me one of this pit bull that got all wrapped up in a comforter and ends up falling off a bed. It reminds me of my dog. He'll always like wrap himself up in a blanket and like try to fight his way out of it. When he was young, I used to like take the shop rags from my my metal shop. If there was like if I had like a long one that I had like tied around my head for whatever, like keep the hair out of the face, the sweat and all that jazz. Mm-hmm. And if I ended up with it at home, occasionally I would like tie it around his head and under one of his arms and like tie it in a knot and then just like let him fight his way out of it. Which he loved. He loved it to death. I have videos of him from back in the day of just he's such a good boy. He still is. He's just a big old man now. I'm starting to get that like dog in its twilight years owner vibe going to myself. It's kind of weird.
It's your buddy.
Yeah, he's my first dog too, so
My wife
it's a little bit different.
Videos of otters. My son has actually been watching like funny cat videos on YouTube.
Otters and cats, dude. Yeah, they are high on the list. Baby elephants, or manatees. Look at that. Wow, such a bummer about that Jesta part, man.
I'm gonna find it when I get the new Jesta kit in. Watch.
That's okay. Then you'll have two.
Yeah, I think I'd still be actually more happy with that because then I'd have like a full kit to just put in my backlog instead of a kit with one missing part.
Right, something you have to.
What I figured is I'll keep checking that part.
Oh yeah,
replacement whatever. Yeah. Like eventually the guy will get it in stock.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then I'll buy it just so I can have the full kit again.
Sure.
And like I said, I'm sure I'll find some use for that kit down the road.
There's always the option of like buying someone's snapped build.
Yeah, I looked for that first. I couldn't find one on eBay or that Facebook page.
Oh, you couldn't for the like 30 minutes that you looked, you couldn't find one. I'm joking. I don't know how long you looked, but I know the feeling. Like I know, like it's not here. All right, I'm just gonna buy one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my 4-year-old is obsessed with octopus. My kid likes octopus videos too. What is that? Any like octopus, starfish, like
cephalopods, man. They're the shit.
Yeah, he just likes to see weird sea creature videos.
I have this great book that I'm going to read on vacation. I've got 3 books I'm reading on vacation. First in the Mistborn series, I'm reading Joe Hill's Nosferatu. And then I want to read this book. I'm going to grab it so I don't get fucked up.
Wow. This guy's got some frippin' weapons, huh?
I love when my wife does that. I mean, mostly they are her bookshelves, so I can't complain too much.
Who said you could touch your bookshelves?
I know. Oh, is it over here?
This kit's fun, man. Look at all that. Wow. I know, dude. I didn't look at your comment when I said that. I just want to play with it.
Here, I found it. It's called Other Minds, The Octopus, the Sea, and the Deep Origins of Consciousness.
Today, my kid informed me how to get away from shark attacks. So, my 3-year-old.
Wait, you personally?
Yeah, he was like, Dad, if a shark attacks you, punch him in the nose or in the gills. I was like, okay. Is this a thing? Is it going to happen?
Be like, thanks, son. What are you
bro.
planning? What are you planning?
Brian, you should build this kit, man.
It's right there. Hey, it's my niece, Olivia.
Look at all these things. Huh?
Said, hey, it's my niece, Olivia, in the chat.
Hi, Olivia.
So you're saying, Paul, that I should build the heavy arms kit? You're that smitten with it.
You're like, bam, 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 the chest. It's like a transformer.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna build the Buster next, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's got similar, but
yeah, mentality. It's the pew pew guy from the
yeah,
from Seed. So
I just want to keep opening all this stuff he's got.
Just want to keep open. It's like Christmas.
Well, it's just like dude's serious. Like, he's just walking around. You think he's a regular Gundam, and he's like, oh yeah, bam, shoulders.
And where is the Gundam inside all that? All he wears is missile pods. He fires all his missiles and he crumples to the ground.
Like 2 tons of missiles.
You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing.
Imagine how much faster his mobile suit is after he like gets a round off. Half weight.
Oh man. Half weight? Hardly.
Got some cool head articulation. No chicken necking though.
He's the guy that's out on the range after the fact picking up shells. Yeah. Do you know how expensive this stuff is?
It's a strange, like, color choice for such a heavily armed Gundam.
Yes.
Like, it looks fine. No, I'm not, like, complaining about it. But,
dude, it's like
if I were
red
designing,
and yellow and blue and white. And
if I were designing, like, a heavy armed Gundam, I would have thought to like make him more monochrome, like more monochromatic, like less colors, less colorful, more like,
well,
army.
Yeah, I mean,
like the Buster, I guess, is more like an army tone
in a way with the orange accents.
Yeah, but this is still fun. Got fucking shoulder cannons and cheek guns.
They went that way with the custom through the P Bandai and then with Supernova.
Yeah, well, that one's
streamlining color.
That was Kotoki.
Oh, that's Kotoki. Why? That's why.
Yeah, the redesigns, the ones from Endless Waltz, are Kotoki designs.
Well, wait, isn't this one's Endless Waltz?
Yes, but it's Endless Waltz the manga,
as opposed to
the movie,
the OVA.
Yeah, but he did all of the Endless Waltz line, but this is the same color as the TV show. Like that, they're a little different, but color-wise, they're the same. But so the TV show had already come out on the app, and then the manga, like he redesigned them for the manga and the movie. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So in the manga, they have these Gundams, and then like halfway through, they get mid-season upgrades, and then they look like the ones from the movie.
Right. Having never seen the movie, I loosely understand.
Yeah, the movie is one of the better Gundam movies. Like, it makes sense. It's pretty coherent. The Gundam movies tend to be like a little, sped up.
A little.
Yeah.
A little.
But that was actually a good movie, I think.
I like F91. I understand.
Yeah, no, I like it, but when I watched it the first time, I was like, what the hell just happened?
Chewie?
Story-wise, that was a kind of crap.
All right, cat number 2. Hi, Chewie.
I don't think I'm going to build the other arm, because that took me a long-ass time.
Hi, Chewie, how are you? This is my more orange cat. She's more shy. Bye.
Heavy arms.
Nerd. How heavy?
It's pretty heavy. It's stiff, too. He doesn't really move up very much, though. He can just barely get it almost to 90. But that's a big-ass shoulder. It's got a lot of guns, so...
Big Gundus.
These wing kits are just like solid. Like everything just feels like nothing's gonna break off. Even like despite this having lots of moving parts, feels good.
All sorts of bits and bobs to paint and
even though I just realized his missiles are gonna hit his chest.
Shh.
They're gonna hit his like opening. Oh, I guess I could open them like that.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, you don't do an all open.
All open.
Duh. Where's your strategy, man? Come on. No, I'm just going to shoot every round at once.
Stock footage.
It's the Rambo method. Oh, come on.
Works every time.
20% of the time. Works every time. All right. Ammo. Bazooka. How you doing there, sick boy? Gonna make it?
You know, like the end of the night, everything, your nose starts to get the worst.
Your circadian rhythm drops. You get a little snoozy magoozy.
That's where I'm at. That's the snoozy magoozy part.
Right. Rightly so. Should we call it a successful shortish stream?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
I get some NyQuil in me.
Yes, sir. Go take a nap. I think I'll watch Thunderbolt Bandit Flower again.
That's actually, I was just thinking the same thing. I'm like, I'm going to go lay down and watch some TV for a half hour, 45 minutes before my NyQuil kicks in.
Very nice. Cool. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. I don't know what happened last night. My computer decided that scoop diddy poop, poop diddy scoop. So tonight,
clearly,
it doesn't matter. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll be back next Wednesday with another live from the Workbench with Paul and Brian.
Oh yeah, this was episode 20. This was 20.
This is 20. This was officially the 20th because it actually worked. Next time will be 21. And I think that technically we have to drink for that definitely. One.
Yeah,
I think that's the case.
I'll be drinking, and it'll be legal. Huh?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We have to because it's going to be the legal, the legal thing. Oh, it's still frozen on that damn face. I tried. It doesn't like that one. At least it didn't crash this time when I changed it back and forth. Oh my. But yeah. So, tune in next Wednesday for another fun fantasy, fantabulous episode. And thanks for hanging out, Paul.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
Talk to y'all. Good night.